To create an assessment in Blackboard, you go to one of your content areas, you click on Create Assessment, and you select Test. This will allow you to add an already created test, or you can create a brand new one, which that's what we're going to do here. So I'll click Create, and it will take us to the test creation area. You have to give your test a name. So I'll say example test. You can give a description if you like. This is my test. Any instructions, and you click submit. We now create questions. So I'm going to click on create question and select what type I want. I'm going to go with multiple choice. For this one, question title is for the instructor only, but I'm question text. And here, what is, or how many sides does a square have? I can allow partial credit. I can select how my answers are orientated, what kind of numbering it has, and I can select them in random order. So I'm going to have that work so it'll always randomize how the answers show. I can select the number of answers. 4 is a minimum, 20 is a maximum. And I'll put in my answers. So I'll put 1, 2, 3, and 4. Answer 4 is the correct one, so I'll select that. Afterwards, I can give feedback. So after this grades a test, I can actually have it give feedback to my students. So if they got the correct answer, I can say, great job. Normally I would give them more information. Incorrect feedback is, the triangle has 4 triangle, I think we're talking about squares here. A square has 4 equal sides. I can have instructor notes if I like, so I can maybe refer to a page in the book in the event that I'm challenged on this, and click submit. I can add more questions if I like, so here I'll go with true false. The sky is falling. There's my statement. The answer will be false. If it's correct, then the sky is not falling. If it's incorrect, you are incorrect. Chicken Little. And submit. So now I have a 2-question test. By default, it gave them 10 points apiece. I can change that easily. I'm going to select all, which selected both my questions. Select the number of points that I want it to be. I want it to be 5 points apiece. And click Update. And that will update the number of points each question is worth. When done, I click OK. So now that my test is created, I have example test, and I click submit. It will now ask me for test options for this deployment of the test. It uses a description that I created already, though I can change it. I'll select whether I want it to open a new window or not. I can make the link available, and it'll automatically add an announcement if I want it to. Now I can select, do I want multiple attempts? I don't. Force completion. If you don't select that, students can leave the test and come back. Set timer. This will set a timer that keeps ticking. It doesn't lock the student out of the test though, so if the student goes over on time, it'll put an exclamation point in the grade book. Thus the instructor will have to go through and do whatever they need to do to clear it out or fix the problem. I can do display after and display until, and password, so if I want to require a password to access the test. include it in the score calculation, so to automatically add it to the gradebook. When they click submit, I want it to do the score, submitted answers, correct answers, and feedback. I like to do one at a time. The reason is if I have a 50-question test, it could take the student over 20 minutes to take it. That would then have the server time out and they would get booted out of the test. So that's why I like one at a time. They're constantly clicking between questions, thus making it so the server doesn't time out. And I like to randomize. I'll click submit. And after that, my test has been created. It's ready for students to take.